This video will show you how you can pay your office employees who are paid hourly or by salary in payroll. So let's go to payroll. And we want to process payroll, so I'll click on that. And it looks like there's already a batch open, so I will do yes. And I know that this particular person is an office employee, so I'm going to double click to process their payroll, or I can hit process payroll over here. It's going to bring up the default, which it looks like the default was $15 an hour. So you would just put in under units earned how many hours they worked, and it's going to give you your gross pay. This person was also set up with the standard deduction for health insurance. So as you can see, there is $123 coming out of this check for insurance as well. You can click on the tab next to taxes and net pay if you want to view the taxes. And as you can see, we've got the $1,200 for our gross, and then it shows us the taxable wages, what came out for taxes, and then any additional deductions that they may have had. Once you've gone through and entered in all the different employees that you'd like to pay, it's optional. You can print what we call an earnings register. I'll go ahead and click on that. And I'll hit match, and that way you can see. So this is the one that we just did. It just gives the breakdown. I'm going to hit exit. The next thing you do is print checks. So this is assuming you're printing paper checks through the printer. So you would enter the check number and then simply do write check. It shows you a screenshot of what the check will be. And I'm going to go ahead and hit print checks. And hit OK. Once you've printed the checks, there's no need to print a settlement report because this is for an office employee, but if you were doing a mix of office and drivers, you could still hit the print settlements to print those settlements for the drivers. Once the checks are printed, you would hit post batch, and it basically says, are you sure? Make sure your checks are printed, and we'll do yes. And it's important that you enter the correct date here for your posting date. So if you're doing payroll a couple days early, you'll want to take that into consideration. And then you hit OK. And it will go through and post that. And it's going to give you this final report. And most people print this out just to keep for their records. Or you can print it to Adobe and save a PDF of it. Either way. And then you would just hit yes, and once it prints, you would be finished.